Okay guys, Dave from Eerie Arachnids here. Welcome back to the channel. What you're seeing here is Ina. This is the Brachypelma Baumgarteni that we suspect is female. She was transferred out of a baseball cube into this enclosure that I had set up for the Cereopagopus hottie hottie, and realized that it was too big for that tarantula, period. I mean, it could have lived in here, but for my intents and purpose, I like to see what's going on with the little guys. And actually, the two enclosures that I have, the hottie hottie and the Ediothelomira, in probably are a little bit too big for my taste, but we're going to live with them. So she was a transfer, rehoused today. Pretty uneventful, no real issues with her. So I'll show you the three that came in and explain kind of quickly what transpired with them, because there was a little bit of fun. First of all, I filmed myself going to FedEx. I filmed myself while I was at FedEx getting the box. This is the Cereopagopus rubronitans right there. Oopsie daisies. I'm not having a good day. I just spent over an hour and a half getting an electromyography done. If anybody's had that done before, you kind of just get shocked. Your muscles they're not working real well right now. You get shocked a lot, and just to see how your muscles react to electrical impulses. Yeah, so I filmed all that, and I filmed the ride home just a little bit. I talked a little bit and got home, and I filmed the unpacking, unboxing. I filmed the tarantulas in their vials, and then I paused. I got everybody in their homes, and then I picked back up, and when I watched the video, there was no sound at all, period. So that's the Cereopagopus rubronitans. So we're gonna move on to the other ones because they're easier to see. That one's kind of hiding on us. Yeah, I had it all done. I was like, oh, it's just cool because, you know, there's a McDonald's on the way home, and I kind of really like the sausage McMuffin with egg. No, I'm not gonna lie, it's a guilty pleasure. So I was like, oh, I'm gonna stop there and get a sandwich and have it when I get home. Can't really see that very well, can you? Yeah, none of it recorded. Or it recorded, I just didn't have any sound. Okay, so let's do this a different way. You can't see it. So I guess these guys aren't, they're not digging yet. Believe it or not, sling, that's not burrowing. But there it is right there. I'll try and give you guys a close-up if I can. Okay, so there's the little sling right there. You can already see the area where the feet turn blue. So I'm going to put the lid back on this one because I don't trust it. I'll tell you why in a second. And then the last enclosure that you're going to see, you're not going to see the tarantula because it's already hiding. But in this little section right there, right there is the tarantula right there. Little black fuzzy Cereopagopus hottie hottie, species hottie hottie. So the unpacking went okay. The transfers did not. This one went fine. The hottie hottie was perfectly content and fine. I'm going to bring you back to the Baumgarteni because at least you'll be able to see a spider while I'm chatting. And let me get the camera set because I can never get this stupid tripod right. Okay, well there's a little one there. That's Ina. So I started with the Mira, the Ediothelomira, the bluefoot baboon, and it it ran up my arm, into my shirt, onto my chest. So it was actually sitting on my breastbone. That's where I found it. It didn't take me real long to find it, but I had to go in the bathroom to make sure it wasn't on my back, because if you've ever had a little tiny, you know, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch sling on you, you know that you really can't feel them unless you're seeing them. And sometimes even while you're watching them walk, you can't feel them because their feet and their tarsal claws are so small that they're not, you know, stimulating any feeling on you. So after that one, I was like, I'm going to do the the Sericopelma rubronitins, because I have one already, so I kind of know what to expect out of that one. And they are a little jumpy and flighty and a little nervous and very food driven, even as small slings. But that one also decided that it wanted to go for a little wander. I got it out of the vial. It was still on the paper towel. I was trying to get it off the paper towel into the enclosure. And instead of going off the paper towel into the enclosure, it went off the paper towel onto my arm, down my side, onto my bed. And we played freeze tag for a little while. And I could never get it to freeze. I finally got it corralled. Not too much issue, really. It was in the sheets a little bit, but it really wasn't all that bad. I mean, it would have been better if it just went into the enclosure and stayed there, but that's not how that worked out. And then the Cereopagopus species Haughty was a complete success. Absolutely easy. That's the one I worried about the most, just because they're old world, so you're a little bit more leery about them taking off. And being little slings like this, I wouldn't expect that they would survive very long out of someone's care. Not to say that they wouldn't, because, you know, we have insects all over the place in our homes, but odds are pretty low. Yeah, so that one went right in without too much issue. And then we transferred Ina here out of a baseball cube into this. And what I realized is I need a couple more of these softball cubes, so I'm going to go pick those up tomorrow. Probably 4 of them, because the Pteranopelma sazerae definitely is going to need to move into one, and then I'll have 3 of them spare. I'd like to have a couple of those spare just in case. You know, the Cancrochon can be ready. The Ornithoctinae species louse could probably move into one of these. I wouldn't even mind moving her into something just a tad bit bigger, but I may move her into one of these. And then I have some other things that I want to get rehoused before the end of this week. I just need to figure out what I'm going to do with a couple of them. I don't want to rehouse something that I'm going to get rid of in a few weeks. I'd rather just keep it where it's at, like the HMAC. That one's kind of up in the air. I mean, I'd like to just keep everything that I have, but now I have this Difficilius coming in, and I have the other Ornithoctinae species louse coming in, and I have a Ceratojaurus marshalli coming in, and I have the 5 Pteranochelys coming in, and I have the red fang coming in, and, you know, that's barring that Tom doesn't throw something else in the package. So there's a bunch of little things coming in, and they're all pretty much going to be baseball cubes, except for the Ornithoctinae species louse. She'll be a 3-inch spider, so I'm trying to decide what I want to do with her. If I want to put her in a mini softball or mini football helmet display case, may be what I do. And she would probably be good in there till she got to the 4 or 5 inch range, and then she would go into a permanent home. I got to decide what I want to do. But yeah, so out of all of this stuff, I mean, it was a productive day, but I did find this, which isn't really a surprise. I was hoping that he would make it a little bit longer, but I haven't had much success keeping these mature males alive. This is the Cereocosmus ori mature male. I actually fed him the other day. I had one small cricket left, and he seems to have been fine eating smaller prey, but it was just one small cricket left. I put it in there, and he was burrowed, actually. He came out, and he ate the cricket. And the next day, I looked and he was back in his burrow. So this was been 6 or 7 days ago. So today was top shelf check before I went to the doctor's. And there's the phone call. Yes, I'll have to pause you for a minute. Okie dokie, people. There's that poor little guy. One more time. I'm still eating a Tootsie Roll. Well, actually, it's a new Tootsie Roll. I have a video I want to do next week. It was something that was asked me. It was a video that was requested months ago. And I'd written it down in my notebook of, videos to do. And for some odd reason, I had a check mark next to it. And I don't know why, because I never did it. At least I can't find it. And that is it morally acceptable to not want to send your mature males out for breeding? So I will kind of discuss both sides of that, so that everyone can understand where I think each side is coming from. So the people that say, no, you should definitely try and find a mate for him, or no, you're perfectly fine keeping your tarantula as long as you possibly can and giving them the longest life that you can. So we'll do that. I just want to real quick recap everything. 3 new tarantulas, 1 tarantula rehoused, 1 tarantula died. Seriocosmus aurea mature male died. Brachypelma baumgarteni Ina was rehoused. Idiothelomira, a Cereopagopus species haughty, and Cerocopelma rubronitans. Those are the ones that came in today. Things that are coming in the future, apparently a handful of Lasiodora difficilis, 3 Pteronochelys marinus tete, 2 Pteronochelys species Mozambique, 1 3-inch female Ornithoctone species louse, 1 1/2-inch Ceratojarus marshalli, 1 1/4-inch to 3/8 inch red fang wandering spider. I think it's Malaysian red fang. I have the scientific name written down somewhere here. I don't remember where I put it. I think it begins with a P. Anyway, so that's the stuff that's coming in. And then, of course, once we get to May and the Buffalo Reptile Expo, we're really trying to figure out what's going on with the foot. Not had any success. Sounds like we're going to try and get to a different doctor in Pittsburgh. So I may have a day trip down to Pittsburgh. I hope I don't have to go through what I went through today, because that test was not any fun. Any of you that have had an EMG done before, it's not extremely painful, but it's not fun. Let's put it that way. And then, of course, the ending test is the insertion of the needles in your muscles to check your pathways, basically see if your nerves are firing right with your muscles. Not a lot of fun. But, so yeah, we'll go over all that crap with the ankle as soon as I hear anything. But I wanted to thank a few people real quick, and this is where I'll end. First and foremost, Amy, for sending me these 3 lovely new bundles of joy. I know she watches the videos every now and then, but if you're watching, Amy, thank you. Your friendship means the world to me. Second, Cat from Cat's Tarantulas, or Tarantula Cat, I should say. Not Cat's Tarantulas, Tarantula Cat. I don't even know your channel name. Another super friend. There's an age gap between us, but it's almost like we're kindred spirits. She's done the intro video, she did my logo, and she did the outro video that you'll see at the end of this for me. Never hesitated. She's got her own life to live and doing all her stuff with her baby, or toddler, and her job, everything else, but she still found the time to do that stuff for me, and I really, really appreciate it. I say, say congratulations to Mike from KC Tarantulas for hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark. That's really cool. Hopefully in another month I'll be able to say that myself. like I've always said, I watch the stats a little bit. Only 58% of the people that are watching my videos are actually subscribed to them. So the other 42% of you people, hit that subscribe button for me. You don't have to watch all my stuff all the time, but hit that subscribe button and then hit the bell. And if you see something that pops up that you want to see, great. If not, that's okay too. What I'm trying to do is there's playlists now on my site or on the channel. All my videos up to December 25th of last year are categorized in different categories of playlists, so you should be able to find things that you might want to watch a little bit better. You don't have to sift through hundreds of videos to try and figure out, oh, I want to watch a feeding video, or I want to watch a video on Brachypelma homori or something like that. Hopefully the descriptions of the playlist will be evident to you what you're looking for. There's quick hits, and then there's this and that videos, and then there's information videos, and then there's like the other critters and feeding videos. Again, as I said, information videos. But anyway, you can go check that out. I think it's a little bit easier to navigate as a subscriber. You're not trying to sift through stuff since I started doing videos to find something you might want to watch. Because a lot of my older videos don't have very many views at all. And some of the videos I thought would have bunches of views don't even have like 100 views. But so yeah, congratulations to Mike. And 2 real quick shout outs. Tomorrow's video, that's what that's going to all be about, is the shout outs. Hopefully I'll be able to get that filmed first thing in the morning to get it uploaded in the afternoon for you. It'll probably be 2 parts because I have a bunch of people I've subscribed to. So I want to try and get as many of them as possible. It may end up being 3 parts, I don't know. But 2 people I want to quickly shout out. And these are 2 people that I've seen a complete change in. Again, this is my opinion, and I hope that I'm not off base with the 2 of you. So when you watch this, comment down below and let me know if I'm out in left field or if I've hit the nail on the head here. But I've watched when they first joined the Tarantula YouTube community Facebook group, and I watched in the beginning. One of them I watched their videos. The other one I didn't even know about. And those 2 people, the channel names are Tarantula Times and Bug Realms. Sam Carver from Bug Realms and Shantae Perez from Tarantula Times. I've completely seen new people. It's almost like they were in a shell and they broke out of that shell. And I think what happened with both of them is that they found, and again, correct me if I'm wrong, but it's almost like they found someplace that they feel like they belong. And they're more open. Sam's in front of the camera all the time anyway, so it wasn't that big of a deal for him. But he did a very, very emotional video of his life and things that he's gone through, and issues with anxiety and problems with his brother and stuff like that. And I know that had to be very, very difficult to do. I mean, really, really super difficult to do. So it just seems like he's just a completely different person now. And it's, like I said, it's almost like he found some place that he feels he belongs, and we're seeing the real Sam, the Sam that everybody wants to see, and the Sam that Sam wants to be, I think. And then Shantae is another one. I think she did videos before with ducks and some other stuff, because she has a bunch of animals in Washington's where she lives, and Sam is in the UK, I believe, in Europe anyway, but I'm not quite sure exactly where, but I think in the UK. Shantae was a little bit reluctant. She wanted to do the videos. She loves spiders. She sees them all the time outside, so she's constantly looking at them, taking pictures. She wanted to do videos, and she joined the group, and she kind of like, I don't know, she started to do a couple, and she's just getting her feet wet. And she did a video the other day. I don't know how many days ago, 4, 5, 6 days ago. She got in front of the camera. She did an introduction. I don't think she ever said her name, but she did an introduction, and like, here I am, and she showed her animals, and she shouted out a few of us. But again, I see a completely different person in her than what I first saw when she joined the group. It's almost like that connection that people were missing. And I see it the most out of those two, really. I see it from a couple other people too, and believe it or not, myself as well. For as much as I'm involved with the tarantula community, well, all the Facebook groups really, as much as I'm involved with all of them, I am still very reluctant and closed and introverted. So, you know, these things kind of help us people to do this, and I just see so much growth in those two. So please go check them out. Tarantula Times, Bug Realms, subscribe to their channels. There's going to be some good stuff coming from those two. I feel it. I just feel there's going to be some great things in the future from them. And I hope that Shanti starts doing a few more videos. I hope that she feels secure enough that she could start doing a few more. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at. So I would just, again, thank you for all of you people that subscribe to my channel. We're a little over 200 people away from that 1,000 mark. It would be great to hit that just after Easter, you know, in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And the way that the channel's grown the last month and a half, it's really doable. So let's see what happens. So again, thanks to Amy and Kat, especially, and we'll see everybody soon. Bye.